Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Let's get into it. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, not out. If you check the link in the description, you'll be able to watch a trailer for it, and you'll be also able to order or pre-order or whatever you need to do in order to get the game. You may be going, wait a second, Assassin's Creed's not out yet, Blade. Did you time travel? No, I will quickly explain how I was fortunate enough to play Assassin's Creed, my position on it, and what this is. Ubisoft gave me permission to upload this. And also, I was able to get this because they invited me out to San Francisco, flew me out to San Francisco to play the game early with the idea that they gave me recording footage. There was a bunch of other people there. The only two people there's three people. Sniper Wolf was there, Mark J was there, and Straight Up Knives was there. What up, Chuck? Straight Up Knives. You guys are always comparing me to Straight Up Knives, but we're just two cool people. Straight Up Knives looks like motherfucking Zac Efron, don't you think? I don't know. Not gay or anything. That's what he looks like to me. Straight Up Knives is an awesome dude. Cool people. Ubisoft was cool people to fly me out to San Francisco in order to play it. But here's the thing. I'm not for sale. I have integrity. I have subscriber trust. So if this game was something that I didn't like, I would tell you. I kind of went through that same thing with Titanfall during an event where I got to play Titanfall earlier. I gave my honest opinions about that, and they weren't positive, if that makes sense. Because I'd rather be honest to you than to sell it to the sell it to the big evil corporations. But Ubisoft's not a big evil corporation. They're actually pretty cool for flying me out, allowing me to play, allowing me to capture footage, and allowing me to bring it to you before the game's even out. So, that being said, my honest opinion of the game is that it's fucking fun. Sorry for swearing. It is fun. Like, I never really got into Assassin's Creed games, but for the 4 or so hours that I got to play it and capture footage of it, at first, I was horrible. At first, I was clumsy. During this footage that I'm showing you right now, where I'm actually completing one of the levels or one of the missions within the city, you could see me kind of go into stealth mode when I thought I was going to be able to run. And that's just because I'm so used to... I don't want to say that I'm used to the Call of Duty controls, because this is obviously in a Call of Duty game. This is more like... This is kind of like a Grand Theft Auto-esque game where it's an open world sandbox type of situation. But I don't want to compare that to them. I'm just talking about as far as the controls. So this game's on PS4, or at least the build that I played was on PS4. And also, this build is not complete. This is kind of a representation, but it's more so like, let's say you're working on a cool project and you're like, hey dude, check this out. This isn't the final thing, but I want you to check out what I have so far. As far as the smoothness of the controls, and as far as like the smoothness of the game, it felt like a ready to go game, to me at least. There was never any issue where I'm like, oh, that's a bug, or that needs to get fixed, or that needs to change, or whatever. I found myself, after about an hour of playing, just immersed into it. There was some parts that were frustrating at the very, very beginning, but that's only because I am not really familiar with the Assassin's Creed game and the controls and stuff like that. But once I got more fluid, the ability to jump onto walls into parkour all over the map is insane. Like, that part of it is awesome, because if there's a time that you want to get from one place to another, you could take the normal, streets or whatnot. But a lot of times, parkouring from building to building, it just seemed fluid, man. It just seemed like a real fluid, awesome experience. So obviously, it's Assassin's Creed. If it does force you to play in a certain way where you need to be stealthy, i.e., you need to take people out from behind, you need to approach every situation as if it's real life in order to not alert the other enemies that you might come into. Obviously, different missions have different agendas as far as what is the best way to go about it. As I was playing this game, I thought that you had to be 100% stealth, i.e., if you got alerted, if the enemy got alerted that you were in the area and that you were trying to hurt their buddies, their friends, then the enemies are so good they're just going to kill you. You can still handle missions, at least the missions that I played, with, I'm not saying gung-ho, but I'm saying trying to get situations where it's one-on-one and you can take out either by countering or punching or throwing down or whatever. This is your sensibility where you can kind of see people, and then you kind of take it out like that. As you play the game, they give you a lot of different options as far as, you know, what is the best way to approach something, i.e. during this, in a little bit, you're going to see that the game's actually going to tell me that there's going to be lookouts. If you're able to scan and find out where the lookouts are, it's better to take out the lookouts before you try to go gung-ho and take out the other enemies. The game's a sandbox game, i.e. you can do a lot of stuff. There's actually this Fight Club thing that I wasn't able to get footage of because I didn't know how to get to it. But like, see right here, the game's like, you know, there's lookouts. If you eliminate the enemy lookouts to avoid reinforcements, i.e. them, hey, I can't whistle. What's that thing where people put their fingers in their mouth, they whistle? I can never do that. I don't know. But basically, right here, I see that there are 2 lookouts that I could take out, and then once I take out those 2 lookouts, then they're not going to give more reinforcements, which is pretty dope. So, I don't know. I like the stealthiness of it. I like that there's multiple different ways to beat a level. And also, there are 2 characters in the game. I think they're brother and sister. I don't pay attention to cutscenes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not into cutscenes. If there's an ability, like at first I thought that you had to watch the cutscenes when I played this game, but like, I don't know about you guys. If you ever run into a situation where you run into a cutscene and you're like, you skip it, and then all of a sudden you're in a really weird predicament, like, how did I get here? It's like, wait a second, I probably should have watched the cutscene. So, guys, if you dig Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I have probably like about 1.5 to 2 hours worth of footage. A lot of it's gonna be failing or whatever. I can upload it. Just let me know in the comments or by supporting the video with like likes or favorites or shares or whatever. If there's a good response to this, then I'll definitely upload some more Assassin's Creed Syndicate footage. Besides that, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and butt crease, mouse click.
Our city will die. We take over Starrick's gangs, we cripple his control.
We will free London from a city ruled by Templars.
Weapons? No, thank you. I've got my own.
Available October 23rd.